This is Monday the 12th of August 2024 and today the Lion's Gate portal closes for another year. However, the energy of the lion, if we can tap into it, will see us through until the next Lion's Gate portal in 2025. I have been indoors quite a bit today because it was 31 Celsius, which is too hot for me and my fair skin. It's early evening now. The cats have just been fed and Bubba is waiting for his insulin injection, so I thought I'd come out now there's a breeze and sit out for a while and soak up some of those early evening rays, which bring so much well-being to everybody. I've been busy doing some video editing and also some paperwork for Dan. I have achieved quite a lot despite the heat, and hopefully I will get some stuff done tomorrow as well. I have taken my remedy today. I had 2 bangs, 2 drops this morning, and this evening I will be having the same. Mondays are also my aquamarine day, and I took that about lunchtime, about half an hour after I'd eaten. These 2 remedies seem to be suiting me so well, and my energy levels are probably up to about 8. Were it not so hot, I would probably have an energy level of at least 8.5, maybe even 9, but I reckon I'm doing as well as I can, and certainly I'm getting back to where I was before I went on the disastrous phosphorus remedy back in June. I've done some washing and that's pegged out, and I will be collecting that in soon. There seems to be quite a bit of negativity on social media. I've seen a bit of ridicule, not just against myself but against other people. And all I can say is, if they wish to keep their eyes closed to what is going on in the world, then that is entirely up to them. But I will let them find out in the way they are meant to. I will continue about my life, and I intend to spend less time on social media. I've spent hardly any time today at all on social media. I just feel, for me, I need to just step back even more away from it, and I have been absent quite a bit of the time since towards the end of May, early June. I think in the coming weeks I will be spending even more time away from it. It's quite a negative place to be at the moment. I don't really want to get mixed up in all that energy. I have the heart and the mind of a lion. Dan is out tonight. He's staying at his mum's. He has tunings in London tomorrow, so it's an evening for myself and the fur kids. I will probably have an early night, but for now I am signing off, and I'm going to just soak up a bit of the sun. Today is Wednesday the 14th of August 2024. It's another hot day. I've just finished doing a food review vlog for my other channel on Wenzel's donut products. Very delicious. I've just come back from the PLE just to cast an eye over 6 Oxford, all still looking tidy, to drop off a new floor plan for Bev so she knows where to put things. And I noticed we had sold a few bits, which is good. The other pitch is empty now, apart from a few things that Bev is collecting on Thursday. I'm doing well on my 2 bangs, 2 drops of Arsenicum Album twice a day. No flare-ups or anything, so that's really good news. I'm reasonably upbeat. I've got good energy levels, probably around about an 8, even up to an 8.5. Last night, for example, after we'd had supper, Dan and I went blackberry picking, and it's Broadstairs Folk Week at the moment, so we walked into Broadstairs and went to cocktail bar and listened to some folk music from 39 steps across the road from the cocktail bar, and we really enjoyed it. And then we went to the kebab shop on the way home for some chips, and Dan had some fried chicken and he really enjoyed that. So it was a late one. We got home well after 10 p.m. The cats were waiting for supper and I went up to bed. But to keep going like that, that's really, really good. I'm so pleased. I've done quite a bit of cooking today. I probably need to go and do some admin shortly. I'm endeavouring to stay positive and upbeat. I haven't played any piano today yet, but I may bang a gong. I did play the piano yesterday, however, and I really enjoyed that. It's still nice and warm, and probably late afternoon I will have a cup of tea and sit outside in the sunshine for half an hour before I have to think about getting the supper ready. And tomorrow I am off to the opticians and I'll see how that goes. Today is Friday the 16th of August 2024. It's still very humid. It rained this morning, but it was sunny again this afternoon. I've made some bread. I started making the chair seats for the chairs in the conservatory. They are leather chairs and it's a way of protecting them because Miss Robin in particular has quite sharp claws. She had scratched one of the seats very slightly, so we have cushions on at the moment, but I'm making a proper set. Merlin has not been very well for the last 2 or 3 days. He's been in a bit of a mood all week. I mean, there's a lot of strange energies going on, and cats and other animals are particularly susceptible to energy. None of them have eaten a huge amount this week, but that's normal for cats in this kind of weather. However, the last couple of days, Merlin's been very much off his food. We haven't been able to give him all these insulin doses just because he's eaten very little. Today, for example, he ate nothing all day, and then he ate a little bit of chicken this evening, and I gave him his insulin jab, but he didn't touch his biscuits. I put the food in the fridge in case he fancies something to eat later on. We've got him in at the vet's tomorrow morning first thing, just to give him a check over in case he has a bit of a tummy bug or something. He's drinking water and his urine is normal. I think he's just feeling under the weather. He is an older boy, he's 14 years old after all, so his tummy's a little bit sensitive. I think that's the cat food I got him recently, which is like pure meat, is also a little bit rich for him, which is why I put him back onto Encore. I also cooked him some chicken drumsticks. I took the skin and the fat off, but he's not even interested in that. So he's definitely not too well at the moment. Yesterday I went to the opticians and was dealt the unhappy news that I have cataracts in both eyes. Now, last year, when I was playing the piano one day and I had a slight blur, I thought, oh, I might have cataracts. I don't know why that just popped into my head, but obviously a message from spirit. Sometimes my glasses slip because I don't have much of a bridge on my nose, and I do get them tightened up regularly when they do start to slip, and especially in hot weather as well, they can slide down. But this is something more. Most of the time I'm fine when I'm reading music, but then just occasionally the eyes will blur. Also, I've always been very sensitive to light, and I found more so in the last year or so that I'm even more sensitive, and I struggle in the dark as well, and that includes reading music. If a room is not really light, then I can sometimes struggle. I have ordered some bilberry extract capsules off eBay, which are from a accredited natural laboratory. These contain lutein, which is essential for eye health, and I'm hoping that I can maybe prevent the cataracts from growing, or even maybe reverse. I don't believe that when you've got them and you can't get rid of them. I believe in natural healing and the power of that and of faith. But in any case, if I can stop progression of the cataracts, then that is good. I'm back in 18 months when hopefully there will be a happier story, or at least nothing will have changed. I'm still taking 2 bangs, 2 drops of my remedy twice a day, but this weekend I'm going to go up to 3 bangs, 3 drops in the morning, and 2 bangs, 2 drops in the evening, and see how I get on with that. I did message Lee about the bilberry extract, and she says it's perfectly safe to take alongside my natural remedies, so away I go. If it doesn't agree with me for any reason, then I can dose up on turmeric, and I have no problems at all with that, because I like spicy food, Indian food, Lebanese food, generally Middle Eastern food as well, so I'm quite happy about that. This is Sunday the 18th of August 2024. It's been a warm day, but yesterday was a lot warmer. Dan had his appointment yesterday with Lee, and I went into Broadstairs with him. But first of all, we had to take Merlin to the vet. We'd booked him in on Wednesday for Saturday. He wasn't eating terribly well. He seemed to be affected by the heat. He was drinking and his wheeze were normal. He was barely eating anything though. So poor little thing, we took him in on Saturday, and it's a good job we did, because as I'd already thought, by touching his head and feeling his vibration, he had a high temperature. It was actually around 42. We saw Leanne. She used to work for a vets that offered alternative remedies as well, such as Reiki, not just the allopathic medicine. And we really like Leanne, and so does Merlin. He feels quite comfortable with her, and we were really pleased that she was on that day. And she recommended keeping him in all day just for tests, including a full blood panel and some fluids through a drip to see how he got on. The blood work came back fairly quickly, and he has 2 slight underlying issues, but nothing to be overly concerned about. They could be more to do with his infection rather than anything of more concern. He may in the future develop a thyroid problem. I could certainly feel through vibrations that there might be a problem in the future, so we need to make sure he is fully supported. And I'm still on the lookout for a holistic vet who can help give him further support alongside his normal veterinary care. I think it will really help him a lot. Leanne said some cats never get off the insulin. Each cat is different, but I would like to see him off it eventually. We need to see though about that. She knows what she's doing. He did eat a little bit of chicken while he was in the practice. We collected him about 4:30 along with some medications that we just put in with his food. And tomorrow morning will be the last dose of that. And then we have him booked in on Wednesday evening for a further checkup just to make sure that everything is all right. Robin isn't eating that much either, so she's faring a little bit better than Merlin was. She's been getting very hot with the weather. We sponged her down with an ice pack, and Arthur as well. And they have fresh water upstairs as well as downstairs. And that has helped them both tremendously. Merlin is quite bright today. He's quite needy though and wants extra love, but that's fine by me. I didn't take a remedy yesterday evening because I started with a slight aggravation. I got some spots on my lower legs and it was very itchy, and today that has completely subsided, so I know it was an aggravation. I will start again tomorrow. I will go on to 2 bangs, 2 drops tomorrow morning, and then 1 bang, 1 drop tomorrow evening, and then increase it back to 2 with a view to maybe going up to 3 bangs, 3 drops in the morning and 2 bangs, 2 drops in the evening at the weekend next week. Tomorrow is my aquamarine day as well, so it seems a good idea to get back on track tomorrow rather than start again today.